our characters, so we are all set with that. The thing I haven't done is write too much. I've started to write Mara's, which I just realized I have been spamming as mana in all my stuff. So I need to go back and edit all of that. Let me do that real quick. So on my different screen, Mara, Control F, find mana, more options, replace with Mara, replace. Okay, at least typing makes it very easy. And to edit this as well. You know what? Copy, cancel. And let's just repost it to the Reddit. So go back here, create post, text, title, prologue. Prologue. Mara. Okay, there we go. I was writing it in a different word editor. So I don't know how long. Looks like it's about 2 pages right now, but that's all single spaced with not many paragraphs. So when I kind of break things up a little bit more, it'll probably be longer, 3 pages or 4 pages at least. As far as I've gotten, I'm almost to the point where I'm happy with it. I have maybe another page or 2 to write. I was kind of shooting for 5-6 pages for each of the prologues, which are basically just the backgrounds to all of our characters. So that's what I was doing with those. I started to plan out the other characters' backgrounds, which is kind of what we're going to do today, I think. That way I have an easier time writing this coming week. So we took care of Mara. Let's see, I did make some brief notes, and we're going to use Fantasy Grounds here to do most of our note-taking for us to make things a little easier. I don't have to have a bunch of screens up. So let's look at Rex next. So I was thinking for a background for Rex that we would use one of the ideas that give you in the Hoard of the Dragon Queen, which is simply that the group has attacked and has killed or raided one of the villages where the character is from, and they have now set out to get their revenge. So take a look at, let's put Rex over here. What we need from him, and we'll have our kind of our prologue outline notes for him over here, what we're going to do. So Rex is a ranger and an outlander. So he kind of grew up away from the cities on his own, or near close to it, maybe part of a small village or something, and that's about it. Naturally, rangers are good scouts out in the wilderness hunting, doing something like that as a typical level 0 character. So we will something like that. What I was thinking so far is that he's been hunting, out just kind of gathering some food, come back to the small village where he has a shack in, where he sells what he catches that he doesn't eat, and when he comes back, the village is either in the process or already has been kind of looted and raided by the cultists, and that gets him to swear an oath to take down the cult, and sets him onto the mission, onto the campaign. So I know, let's see if I can find it, if there's a map from the Hoard of the Dragon Queen that's of the area it takes place in. Because I know maps. The Dragon Queen, Adventurer's Life. Nope, that's not it. We need like just the Sword Coast or something like that. Do they have? Oh, there it is. The Sword Coast. I don't like how we can't really, oops. You can't know how to scroll through these very effectively. It doesn't seem to want to resize vertical. Oh great, and it made it really long. Resize horizontal. That didn't do anything. Resize original size. Guess we can just move the whole thing. It does have a weird way of trying to first move screens, but like you can't scroll around. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to use drawing, minimize, resize, layers, pointers. There should be like a, this button I feel like should do something. I have to zoom out, but it can't zoom out any more than it already is. Like, so if I manage to see the bottom of the image, there we go. There's a little bit of it down there. I like to be able to like focus in. So you can't scroll around. It moves the whole, is it like shift? Ah, control does move my screen. But like does, it resizes it, but it doesn't move the, anyway. So we're starting the campaign as always. We're starting the campaign down by Greenest, and I believe the story has the players coming from Sword Coast, backgrounds, overview, characters intervene to save the townsfolk, blah 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 during the trip. We need to go first. The adventurers might be on the road from one of the nearby towns, or return to their homes from a trip away, or they could be traveling with the party. Okay. So let's just say that the party is taking a trip from, write this down so I don't forget, trip from Burdusk to Greenest, and that's their trip. They're following this road around here. Yeah, we're using 5e. Hey, right. Right, girl. I noticed that when I looked back at your name, because there's just lots of R's. I couldn't see it first, but... Yes, 5e, we're using Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Pointers. Can I draw an arrow? So we're going to basically go this way. Draw arrow, and then following that road like that. That's where our party is going to travel. That's how they're going to get there. And so that's where they come. So where are we going to have... We're going to have Rex just be from some kind of area in here, maybe? Maybe the Reaching Woods would be good? Yeah, let's do that. The Reaching Woods. Reaching Woods. I can use my newfound ability to just move, which I wish I could scroll this. It goes up, but it doesn't go... Yeah. Sort of see everything. Okay. From a town close to... Well, not close to, in the Reaching Woods. I mean, a town would be a little bit too much. Maybe just a village. Hunter. For one day, he is returning to his village when he sees smoke. Okay, so he sees smoke. He goes to the village. Runs to village. And... Ooh, let's make it an action prologue. So we definitely want him to be encountering the last few cultists as they are leaving. Cultists are leaving the town, the village, after raiding and looting. So we have fight scene with Rex and a few cultists. We'll see. We'll actually roll some dice. We'll roll that fight and see how it goes, and then we'll use that in our scene. That also can be he gets. Hopefully, he kills at least one of them or something. But he gets some kind of clue as to who these people are. He manages to kill one of them and searches the body, or he rips off a medallion or necklace from them, or they drop a weapon that has the seal of the cult or something on there. Somehow he knows who these people are and sets about hunting them down and getting his revenge. Okay. And sets out to hunt them down and get revenge. Sounds good. So we have that. Alright, he's been stalking them, tracking them down. Meets... joins a caravan in the woods, joins travelers from Burdusk to Greenest. Right. Okay. Well, let's try to roll. Let's try the whole Fantasy Grounds fight. Rex, why don't I put your prologue notes there so I can easily get them? And we just need an inventory in life. We need a map. Here we go. And we need our combat tracker, and I need to empty it. Delete from tracker. Delete all. Delete. So our combat tracker is how we do combat in Fantasy Grounds. So I will drag Rex to our combat tracker. Here we go. And then we need to get some NPCs. We need to get some cultists. Cult. We have a fanatic, a basic cultist, Hoard of the Dragon, rear guard. Are they strong? 12, hit points 9. I don't think. Oh, they have a +3 to attack, which is pretty good. What does Rex have? Ah, where's my PCs? I do need Rex. Rex has. Well, he's got +3 to attack. We might use a rear guard. What's a normal cultist? Same as a rear guard. 12, 9 hit points. Damage. Oh, they have a little. They have some more options in attack than a regular cultist. I think we'll just go with the regular cultist. Let's drag. Let's drag the cultist to the. Oh, there we go. Drag the cultist to the combat tracker. We need to roll initiative. How do I roll initiative? I need to. There we go. Oh, he got 18 on initiative. He's quick. Okay, there we go. HP, temper HP, no wounds, friendlies, targeting, targets. So we can have targets. We actually do damage to individual cultists. Really easy to keep track of. Here's our stats, are also our actions. Our offensive actions, so he can do some attacks and things. Just so we can keep track of how much he can do, what he can do, where he can reach. So let's drag Rex to our square. There's Rex. You can see when I hover over him, his range pops up with his weapon. He can attack anything in that shaded area around him. I think I can make it so you always see. Okay, then we have our first cultist. There they are. And our second cultist. There they are. I want to make them visible. There they are. Okay. And they're heading out of here. And Rex is going to come in from down here, let's say, and catch these last of the few guys who are running away. Do I need to? So if I select drag onto target. Right. So Rex is going to go first. So there we go. See, now Rex is selected. He is the actor of our round. So we're going to drag. Nope, not that. Where is Rex's sheet? Abilities. Notes, log, actions. Well, he only has a bow. Really? I thought he had a knife. Longbow. Let me double check here. Let's see. Classes. Ranger. Other. Crime, trees, and snipe. Yeah, he could definitely do that. Fine armor shields. Starting equipment. Starting equipment is 2 short swords or 2... Yeah, he has 2 short swords or 2 simple melee weapons, and I forgot to give them to him. There we go. Actually, I should be able to do it from here. Weapon list. Simple melee weapons or 2 short swords. Simple melee club dagger. Hand. Does he need a short sword? Short sword is 1d6 piercing, finesse, light. Or a simple melee weapon. d6 quarterstaff, mace, javelin, hand axe. I think he's gonna have a javelin and a not a javelin, not a javelin. Yeah, he has basic claw attacks he can use too. Where did my javelin go? I want to delete that javelin. I want to give him a spear. Oops. Spear and a hand axe. Sounds very simple for a basic woodsman, hunter, ranger to have an axe and a spear and a bow. Chop things up, cut things up. He probably has a small knife somewhere in there too. It's not too important. Okay, so now if we go to actions, he should have lots more choices on how to do things. So now he can fight. I don't see there's a way to do it from the combat tracker. It just tracks. So he does have a lot of movement. He's got 30 movement, but he also has the ability called... He's a fighting style of archery. I get a +2 attack rolls with ranged weapon. I need to make sure my actions... Longbow... Okay, he needs to have... Is there a way to edit this? Minimize, rest... Ranged... Oh, here we go. Plus bonus 2 to attack rolls. Is it to attack rolls or is it to... To attack rolls made with ranged weapons, not to damage. So he does get an extra bonus of 2 to attack rolls with his bow. I think his first action is going to be to move up a little. He's got what, 30? Oh, what's his ability? I was gonna look at second wind. That's what I was gonna look at. You have a limited well of stamina that you can draw on to protect yourself from harm. On your turn, for a bonus action, you can regain hit points. That's not it. There's the feline agility. Yes. Once you use this trait, you can double your speed until the end of the turn. You cannot use it again until you've moved 0 feet on your turn. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have him move 5, 10 feet, and then I believe we can... Oops, that's not it. Shift click? No. Control click? No. How do I select a target? Drag onto target. So we're going to attack this target. So now he's targeting Cultist 1. Alright. And he is going to use his action to shoot his bow. Now let's move you down here. I wish you could minimize these a little bit better, but see what our cultists look like. There's our cultist. The evil cultists. We're gonna kill some. Rex is gonna kill some anyways. Melee weapon. Attack. Other. I guess we could just make it really small and I could take care of most of it. We don't need that. Kind of find it hard to keep this thing up when you have so many other things. My monitor isn't big enough. Okay, that should do it. So now it's Rex's turn, as you can see. So he's going to roll his arrow shot. Oh, and it checks. That means we've used an arrow. Good weapon tracking. So he shoots. It's 21 against cultist number 1. It automatically tells us it's a hit because it checked against cultist number 1's AC. Conditions. It says AC. He's a hostile. He got him. Okay. So, oops, I need to show all tokens. So, and then I believe we roll damage? How do we roll damage? 1d8 plus 3 piercing. There we go. Oh god, he rolled a d8 and just dropped one. So Rex just sees these, as the last few cultists drag off a villager and a bag of loot. We need another token. Where are my tokens? Here we go. We need a villager. Villager. No, that's not gonna happen. Animals, characters. Do I have tokens for just class tokens, rule sets? Do I have a token for foes, items? I have tokens for lots of stuff, but not for like ordinary people, maybe? Yeah, lots of enemies. Oh, here we go. Humanoids? Can we just get like a basic villager? Man. There we go. We find just a person. There we go. Human beggar. There we go. Put him there. So this little villager is getting dragged away. And Rex just sees this and says, you know what? Not having it. Not today. Drops a cultist in one arrow. I think the range of the bow is longer than 35 feet. Right, so he no longer has to target this person. Well, he's unconscious. Check that out. It even shows you the effect. He's lost all his hit points. I don't see that it's actually done any hit points on him. Like, it hasn't applied. Status dying. Like... Oh, I see. So his hit points are 9, and he has 9 wounds. So that means he is dying. Ah, interesting. Yeah, 35 feet's no problem for a longbow. Right? This other dude... Okay, so that's Rex's turn. He has movement, so he only moved 10. He's got 30 plus another 30 if he wants to. So 5, 10... 15, 20. I need to clear his targets. He's no longer fighting this guy anymore. And then he is going to use his ability. Agility. I could drag it into chat and say, DM, I'm using my ability Feline Agility, and the DM can open it and look at it. Oh, okay, I understand what you're doing. He can move more. And he is going to use his bonus action, because you have to use actions to put away and draw, unless you want to just drop stuff. And he's not going to just drop something. he's going to put his weapons away and move things over. So he's going to switch his weapons to his... He's going to pull out his, let's see, his hand axe. Probably right on his belt. He's just going to reach out for it and have it ready. He's about to come down. And this button is... Next. Now it's the cultist's turn. He has an action, a scimitar attack, but he is unconscious and he is dying. So we're going to skip him. He's on the ground bleeding. So it's Cultist 2's turn. And he is a little bit smarter. He's going to just drop this poor person he's trying to drag off. And he's going to turn and fight Rex. So he is going to target... Where's my target? There's my target. So you're going to open this target thing. You can do it all for the enemies right off this thing. You can roll right there. I think I'm the DM of this game, so I can't do a lot for the players because technically this is a player and a player should have control of this character and they'll have more options to do. But as a DM, I do have access to lots of the NPCs and bad guys. So he is going to take this target. He's going to target Rex. And he is going to use his action to slash at Rex. Go ahead and double click. Double click. Ooh, hits 17. That is a hit. Rex's AC. Doesn't show AC. It does automatically show you if it's a hit or not, which is really nice. What's his AC? His AC is 14, so he hit it without the bonus. He'll then do his damage, 1d6 plus 1. He hits him for 2. Puny cultist. You've made a grave mistake, my friend. You have attacked a trained killer. So he does give Rex a little bit of a gash into his side. Maybe nicks his arm with his blade as he moves. But as Rex aptly moves to take very little damage from that attack, he strikes back at cultist number 2 with his actions. His hand axe. See how Rex does. You're not throwing it, you're swinging it. Double clicking. Oh! It's a crit. It's a crit. Rex does not fool around, my friends. Yeah, stepping on a Lego barefoot's 1 HP. This guy did 2. So, what, he stepped on a Lego twice? Oh, he crit him. Here comes the damage. Automatically rolls 2. Oh, he only does 4 damage? Ooh, this cultist has some decent armor. Yeah, his leather armor took the brunt of it. He connected well, but... You know, Rex was dodging that attack. Only did 2 damage to him, but took a lot of that power out of the hit. He hit him in a vital place, but yeah, that no power behind it really at all. No power behind it at all. So that means we're back to... Oh, does he want to move, or does he have a bonus action for something? Second wind. We don't need to gain hit points. Cat's talents. No, that's nothing. Nope. That's about it. So the cultist swings back. We're now in a back-and-back hand fight here. Whew. That hit wasn't brutal in the sense of damage, but it definitely threw this cultist off. It has a big swing and a miss. And it's Rex's turn again, so he's going to retire. We're just in a fist fight. 7. Oh! They're just dodging each other. Dodging each other. Rex is pretty smart. He knows what he needs to do. He's going to get in between the cultist and this guy. He was too worried about this guy close by that he didn't manage to actually do any damage to him. Didn't manage to hit. Okay, so now move to... Can I just, like, remove... Yeah, we can just remove that cultist. He's dead. Nothing to find. I guess we could want the token to leave it there. That might have been nice. Cultist, you can do things like... attack. Oh, there's a hit. Double clicking. Ooh, a big blow to Rex. He is heavily wounded. A big gash in his side. His leather armor is meant to stop against animals and things. Not exactly meant for man-to-man combat. Armed warfare. But he's still up. He's still up. But I think actually this is going to be a good chance to use his ability. He's going to use his second wind. You have a limited well of stamina that you can draw on to protect yourself from harm. On your turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your fighter level. Huh? That's a fighter thing? Why did it add it for it? My ranger. It automatically added my ranger? Ability for fighters. Okay, maybe that's a mistake. Or did I make a mistake when I was putting stuff in? Rangers, foreign enemies, which is not these guys. Fire style, natural explorer, fighting style. Yeah, this is not it. This... I was playing around with it and I must have accidentally left it on a sheet. Sorry. So Rex is pretty badly hurt. Let's see what he can do. I think this is pretty much do or die for Rex. Actions? Should have stuck with the longbow, Rex. Should have stuck with the longbow. Oh, but barely ekes out a hit. Reeling from that blow, he still manages to get a hit in. Connects. And does... How much damage? You need to do 5 damage, buddy. Can you do 5 damage at least? Nope. 1 damage. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. Let's see. Okay, cultist turn. Cultist is going to swing. The cultist is way better in hand-to-hand combat than Rex. We'll have to give him that. 14, that's a hit. Let's see how much damage he does. He could bring Rex down. It's just enough. He is down. Oh, poor Rex. He fought hard. Should have stuck to his bows. Got into his head a little bit too much. But this cultist is pretty badly hit. I think for our story, because we're going for story here, not for party kills, the cultist is going to limp off. He knows when he's beaten. They're already leaving town anyways. And now that he has managed to knock this Tabaxi unconscious, he's able to get away finally from his enemy. And we'll call that good. Ooh. But he did kill one. So that's how combat works in Fantasy Grounds. Pretty easy, especially when you're the DM. All the stuff for your enemies are right there. You have your actions, your damage, the effects and traits. As long as you target the person are automatically applied, automatically tracks damage, does crits and everything for you. Yeah, pretty nice. And then we can clear menu, delete all non-friendly, delete friendlies. There we go. I don't know why it keeps rolling. Oh, death success. He's rolling death saves for everything that I do. Oh, where's it track death? Oh, there it is. 2 saves. Should we make one more death save? Oh, fail. Fail. Yeah, he's got to make his saves. He makes his saves. He's a tough, hardy Tabaxi. Exactly right, girl. Unfortunately, Rex was knocked unconscious in his fight with the cultist. He did manage to kill one, along with a few villagers, killed a couple, and he recovers over the next day or two. in the village at being looked after by a nurse. And the story of, okay, let's put this in our prologue here. So Rex fights the cultists, kills one easy with bow at range, gets into melee with another, does a lot of damage, but is knocked unconscious he is healed by the towns, the villagers over the next few days. Let's say that there is a village meeting to talk about what to do next. Some want to go to Burdusk capital, Burdusk, to basically run away. The village is pretty much destroyed. There's no food, there's no stores. To start a new life. Others want to remain and rebuild. It's only spring. Plenty of time to plant new crops, to fix roofs, to fix houses, and to bury the dead. Rex agrees. Rex decides to get revenge and seek out the cultists who did this. The elder, I don't know what I put to. The elder gives him a, what do you think is a good item? A necklace, a badge, a medallion, a clasp. That's it. The cultist. Where's our cultist? Cultist, what do you look like again? Let's look at our cultist. Yeah, he gives him this clasp. And the clasp from a cultist, which he can use to help track them down. Revenge, and so he decides to, we already wrote about this. So he joins the travelers to Burdusk, the villagers who are leaving, as joins the travelers from, joins, we need another line, joins villagers to Burdusk. I don't know. The Sword Coast Riot Girl says, I mean, the official is kind of, the Sword Coast is very multiracial. Villages and towns have all the races pretty much in them to varying degrees. If we look at races and we look at Tabaxi, it says Tabaxis tend to be very remain in their distant homeland because they're not from the Sword Coast. So some have ventured out to collect wealth or to do what, and they usually end up being traveling, kind of curious people. Here we go. Tabaxis in the Forgotten Realms. Tabaxis hail from Mestisa, a realm located across the ocean of the Sword Coast. known for their isolation and recently have never ventured from their homeland. Say little as to why things have changed, and they just wander the land. So there are usually very few of them. He probably was just wandering through, was maybe settled down for a little bit to do some stuff, do some hunting, make a little bit of coin again before he sets off again. That's probably what he was doing there. I don't think the whole village. I think he was probably the only tabaxi in the village. The rest were some halflings, humans, maybe one or two down in their luck elves or something. Burdusk to escort them, and then he will join with our party. Join with the party to... My music stopped. To... Yes, I'm still listening. To... With the party. From Burdusk to Greenest. Having received word that the cultists, second guessing myself, cultists are in the area. He hopes they are the same ones who attacked the village. Okay, that does it. I think that does it for Rex. That's a good, very good start for us. Very good start. Okay, so that's our prologue outline for Rex. I will turn that into more of a 5-6 page or so prologue story for Rex and how he gets involved with things. Sounds good. I think that's enough. Yeah, trade some blows. Oh, it does. Oh, he does. We forgot something. He saves a person from being taken away. Who does he save? What's his name? We need to give this guy a name. Everybody needs a name. Random name generator. You guys ever need random fantasy name generator or a generator names? All one's random fantasy name generator for outsiders. Who is this person? What race are they? Well, let's say common. They're human, dwarven, elvish, or halfling. Oh, he was being dragged. He's a halfling male. Whose name is... These sound like female names. I don't need to really... Whose name is... Oh, there we go. That's a decent name. Whose name is Walter. It's a good villager name. Walter, the halfling. Halfling farmer. Walter is very thankful. Walter gives him some food as a thanks for saving him. Oops. There we go. Oops, saving him. What language am I speaking? Saving him. Sounds good. Door. yeah, a lot of like Spotify, YouTube, all these music players are like, are you still listening? Yeah, shutting off my music. I need my epic battle music. Definitely need it. Okay, I think that's good. We can turn that into quite a bit. Especially since there's going to be some dialogue and fighting. That'll turn into a very long I might write too much for that one if I'm not careful. Okay, we don't need our cultist anymore. Clear slot. Okay, Rex, thank you.